Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, don't worry too much about sophistication and style where Gennaro Gattuso's involved, but my goodness me, despite all of that, he's priceless to any team, isn't he?
Yeah, he's living...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Has a look and plays it forward. Japan could counter-attack here, and he's worked it through. Van Basten, he's got away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And no, that was never going to make it. Pirlo. It's Rui Costa. Pavard makes the interception. Hullet. And here's Van Basten. He's through. Van Basten! And that would have been some goal.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Now he's got space here. It's a pretty loose pass. Rijkaard. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, that's fabulous. Ball's big header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And it's Pirlo. Caceres. Oh no, this does not look good. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! Japan! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He rises! No, couldn't quite control it.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
That has not gone well. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And he's managed to get free. Hangs in a... Oh, smashing header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
There's the crossfield ball. Julie wriggles his way through. Shevchenko did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hullet! And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And reclaimed it in a trice. That has been slung wide. And that's another good win of the ball. Ibrahimovic. Van Basten. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Japan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to pass it through. Rui Costa. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Shevchenko picks it up from the goal kick. Well, that is one way to stop him. Not the most accurate pass.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Shevchenko to Van Basten. Van Basten coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty... And Hullet! And that's off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Stood up well to him there. Now that looks a decent ball, and he's picked it up out wide. They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Good ball, good take. He has found the way through. Shevchenko! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get it through?
2 added minutes has been
And it's
indicated.
Gattuso. Shevchenko. And he's gone backward here. It's Rui Costa! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Chance! And it's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. It was wonderfully efficient. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Japan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Japan are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pinches it off him. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ibrahimovic. This might spell danger. Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Filippo Inzaghi. Inzaghi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Scholes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Tries to play it through. Ibrahimovic! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Japan certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. Cannavaro. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Scholes. Yildiz receives it in a wide position.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Van Basten. Ibrahimovic. That's the keeper's ball. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Not the most convincing of passes. Elise. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Knocks it into space. That's a lovely, delicate pass. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Rui Costa. Shot could be... Up he goes! He scores! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Aimed beyond the defence. No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery number.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Japan.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Out again for a throw-in. Chiellini. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Michel Platini. Thuram. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
No way through. And here's Nedved. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Maldini cuts out the pass. Can he get on the end of this? Manchester United finding their passes. Rui Costa. Chance here to counter. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well measured. Real chance here. Out to the left it goes. Shevchenko plays it in. Looking for the run. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's found a way through. That is good strength. Nedved. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Rui Costa can see things, others simply cannot. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. Platini picks it up out wide, climbs up big! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Platini with the short one. Fiore's cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Japan are looking to go forward now. Ibrahimovic is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh no, this does not look good. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Fiore engages and forces him off the ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. It's a lovely, neat pass. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. Oh, he's done very well to take that back.
Might want to be careful there.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And this is Nedved. Real chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. That pass has been well intercepted. Now there's a fine ball. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. In with the challenge. Totti, he's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Fiore. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Japan really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
At hand, as it's time to announce today's winning lottery numbers.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal, and
Manchester United have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Rui Costa proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Platini, well, played right into his path. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Platini! Straight at the keeper.
Platini simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Look at the space here. And a chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Tries to pass it through.
Shot could be on. Danger averted for now. That's a throw. Ball driven towards the far. He gets big! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Now it's Baron.
Oh, Red, nice interception. He's gone direct here.
And smartly reclaimed.
No, again there's no way through. Great vision. And this is Ibrahimovic.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution in progress.
Platini is behind this one.
Platini! Oh, great save by Dida.
They've got to be quick to recover this.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Gone behind for a goal kick.
Spread it left.
Now it's Nedved. Chips it through.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now it's Rui Costa. And this is Totti. He's picked his way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Baron is always looking to break lines. Tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Vieri, and the flag has stayed down. Now it's Nedved, and he shoots! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. And this is Vieri. Vieri. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Looking to play him in. It's a promising position. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Platini is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
And he's had a hit! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Nedved probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. Japan are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
Veron did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. More and more pressure on the ball here. Goes for the shot! Sticks it away! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige.
He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Japan give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Knocks it into space.
Shot a goal! It's a goal!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Manchester United blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Veron. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. This looks promising. Shapes to shoot! Goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So is this the start of a comeback? And this is Vieri. He's one-on-one. Chance, surely! They've done it! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement.
And that will be it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and... Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And can he finish it? And he's done it!
Well, look, that first touch and finish is the difference between good players and great players. There aren't too many about who can give you that. I loved it.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it.
Threads one in. Look at the space here. Cruyff was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Guardiola. Now it's Cruyff. Seedorf. Chance!
Tries to pass it through.
Messi. Very nicely done. There he goes, motoring forward. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
That is lovely. And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Can he finish? And it's in! Japan are level!
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Japan really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
He is through here.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. He won't be happy with that one.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Danger averted for now. And it's Seedorf. And Seedorf! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan get themselves into the lead. He's having a shot! He's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Japan with the corner, they're first.
Shoots! Just off target.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Edmilson.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Messi. Messi! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Out to the right. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Bale. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can. Knocks it out wide. Santander looking to pass their way through. Bale. Chips it through. Oh, good take in a good area. Good read, needed to be. Over to the left. Seedorf. Japan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh. It's Luis Suarez! And he hits the net! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
2 added minutes.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Bale. Can he spark a counter here? That's an imaginative pass. Luis Suarez! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes.
Japan are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Japan head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. So we're just settling back into this second half. Swept in.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
In with the challenge. And he's managed to gift it back. And it's Bale. He's on it, can he get away? Canales. Guardiola wins the duel this time. Guardiola. And the counter is on. Canales providing an outlet on that flank. Triol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. They want to be quick. Takes a shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
That's a good ball out wide. Pinches it off him. Canales unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Luis Suarez. Cruyff. That has been knocked clear.
Suarez really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball but couldn't quite sort it out.
And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, well played. And that's going up front in a hurry. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. It's a pretty loose pass.
Oh, this looks sharp. Lewis, he's got full. And it's there! And there is the big 200. Everybody reminds him what he has gone and done. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Somewhat off target.
Chooses to go back.
Luis Suarez under intense pressure.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Seagull! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Caught offside that time. Can he get on the end of this?
Messi receives it in a wide position. Shot a goal!
Loose ball.
Oh, Waters, this time surely! And it's hoisted clear.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Japan do have a chance to counter here. It's played through for him.
Now it's Cruyff. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
This looks promising. Plenty to...
Big chance! A real chance and a real let-off. Bale.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, that was vital.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Luis Suarez. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. Irrepressible, imperious. That's what makes him what he is.
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again...
And that is as far as it goes.
So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Luis Suarez producing yet another big performance, just as the fans have come to expect. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Security staff for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
The action has already started. He's had a shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Japan
Gain their reward with an early goal.
Thiago goes steaming forward.
Akman wins the duel this time. And it's made its way to him.
Thiago. Now Seedorf.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Seedorf. Looking at Seedorf! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Pass somewhat off target.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And this is Cruyff.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Japan
Leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Neymar. Closing in on goal.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. And this is... Big chance! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's running through, takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seemed...
It's Neymar! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you.
Oh, what a mistake! He's picked his way through. Puyol! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Japan are at... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, it's come off the upright. Thiago. And the shot! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Played out towards the right wing. Bale is the guilty party there. Thuram is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Tries to play it through. Decent chance! He scores! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Cleared away.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, that's a key interception. Akman. And it's Akman. In with the challenge. Now it's Luis Suarez. Thiago does well to get it back. And it's Neymar. Try Neymar! And we hit half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Japan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Japan have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Great defending, strong and determined.
And Seedorf! Oh, denied at the last.
Japan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And the finish! And another try! Defending of the desperate variety. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Akman. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Seedorf cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Nicely spread. Threads one in. It's a promising position. Guardiola gets a foot in here. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Neymar. Is there any support? Real chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Thiago charging forward, the ball at his feet. And he shoots! And that has faded wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Akman.
Well, yet another interception, and
Luis Suarez! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
it's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Coming on the field is number 22.
Can he get it through?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Goes for a shot! No, it's wide.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Luis Suarez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Thuram. Bale. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And he's missed it.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Not the most convincing of passes. That'll be a throw. So there's going to be another change here.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Coming on to replace him.
And this is Cruyff.
Number 3.
Neymar receives it in a wide position. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. He's got away. Chance! He has done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. But it's Thuram. Neymar takes the shot! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now then, the ball's come loose. Now, can they get him away? Guardiola cuts it out. Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Luis Suarez. Thuram ploughing through the middle. Chance, surely! And he steered it beyond the post.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Akman. Into the last 5 minutes. He is through here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mekalans.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neymar with 2 goals already to his name. Neymar. It's Neymar! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Tries to pass it through. It's come to nothing. So that's it. It is all over. Japan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted.